Oh, hey there, guys. I was just going to find you all to talk to you. How's it going today? Happy Wednesday to everybody. I just wanted to take some time during class meetings today, to talk a little bit about what we talked about last week and kind of expand on that. I loved my email inbox blowing up with your guys' emails on what you found out about the Life is Good slogan. One thing that I didn't see come up in your emails was, did you know that the boys' moms every night at supper made all of the kids go around and tell them some way that day that life was good for them? So that her children knew that every day, no matter what was going on, they had to look for something good, because their mom was going to ask them about it at supper that night, and they had to tell her something good. So that taught them, as they went out on their own, to look for good in the world, look for good in their day. How many of us do that? How many of us look for good? You know, we come to school every morning, we go through our classes, we get our homework done, we hang out with our friends, maybe we go to sports practices after school, maybe we go to a job, and then we go home and we go to bed, and then we get up the next day and we do the same thing again. How many of us stop and look for the good in your day? There are so many things in our life where we could stop and say, it's not fair. Life isn't fair. Last month and December's month's character counts pillars were fairness. You know, and Elsie made this great bulletin board that says, fairness isn't always equal. It's not really fair that I'm 5 feet tall and I can't see over people at concerts. It's not fair. It's not fair that we have to have days in North Dakota winter that are 20 below. That's not fair. It's not fair that on Monday my son has to have surgery on his foot and he's not able to play basketball. That's not fair. But you know what? Through all of those things, I always tell myself, it could be worse. You know, I'm 5 feet tall. I can't see over people at a concert, but guess what? I'm at a concert, probably listening to a band that I love. You know, it's not fair that we have to have 20 below weather, but you know what? We get to come inside where it's nice and warm, so we're not sitting outside in that cold. And with my son's foot, it's not fair, but it could be a lot worse. We get to have this amazing doctor who gets to go in and fix his foot so that next year he can play basketball. So even though that there are sometimes things in life that aren't fair, maybe sometimes it could be worse. And then sometimes we have those situations where, like, playing the it could be worse game doesn't work. Because maybe you're losing a family member that you love. No, it doesn't get worse, right? Maybe you're dealing with a family member that you love being addicted to drugs or alcohol. And at that point, like, really, does it get worse? And when we're in those times where it could get worse doesn't work, then we need to rely on our friends and our family and our teachers and our administrators and all of those people who love and support us, because that's how we get through those times. And that just leads me in to the fact that we don't always know what people in our hallways are dealing with. We don't always know what our teacher is dealing with. We don't always know what our mom or dad or brothers or sisters are dealing with or going through. And so this month in February is Kindness Month. And so I want everybody to kind of step back and think about, you know what, I don't know what that person's going through. So maybe they were short with me and yelled at me because something's going on that I don't know about. And you know what, we don't always have to know unless they want to share with us. But we do have to try to be understanding. And so this month, I would love, love, love for Stanley High School students, Stanley High School teachers, Stanley High School staff and administration to step up and be kind to one another and to lift each other up every chance that they get. And in that, I'm hoping that we carry it much further than just the month of February, that we carry it into March, that we carry it into April and May and into our 2017-18 school year, and that becomes our culture. That becomes who we are as the Stanley Blue Jays. So yesterday I was sitting at my desk, and I don't know if you guys know, but I can hear what you're saying out in the hallway outside my doorway. And yesterday I heard something that made my heart sing. I heard another student tell her friend, "Hey, you really look good today." and she says, "Hey, you look good today too." How awesome is that? That's amazing. That's an example of lifting each other up. You know, I hear words of people cutting each other down and hurting one another with their words and their actions and their nonverbal signs. How about we lift each other up? Why not give a compliment? Why not tell somebody what you like about them? Why not be the person who is the good in that other person's day? What if you're the person who they get to go around the supper table and tell their mom, "Hey, my day was good because so-and-so said I look nice today. You know what, so-and-so said I'm really good at basketball." Why can't we be the good? So that's my challenge for you, is to help change this culture to lifting up instead of tearing down. So your assignment today in SOAR Time meetings is to think of ideas of random acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness that you can do to each other. Random acts of kindness that you could do for teachers. Random acts of kindness that you could do at home. Random acts of kindness that you could do in our community. You know, let's spread it beyond the walls of our high school. Because February 20th to the 24th, we are going to have Random Acts of Kindness Week. And I'm meeting with Mrs. Kuipers on Friday to kind of plan that week out. And then I'll meet with my Character Counts kids to even further plan it. But I want your ideas, because I can come up with them. But you know what? It might not be as good as yours. So with the theme, Life is Good, in mind, email me today during SOAR Time meetings with your groups, random acts of kindness that we can do in that week. All right? Thank you, Stanley. I hope you have a great Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing what we can do together, because life is good.